Good evening everyone. Welcome back to our channel BST African Electronic Surgery. And it's quite late. I just came for some urgent jobs. And tonight what we have, I have this phone from another repair shop. This phone is, that's the Hisense U961. That's what we have to fix on this phone. Let's plug it on charge. Let's plug it on charger. Charger plugged is taking 0.6 amps. You can see on my USB power meter. Let's wait. The current just jumped to 0.9 and you can see the charging sign. When you try to power on, I can hear the switch button is clicking. But you can't turn this on phone. You can't turn it on. So that's what we have to fix. This phone came from another repair shop. It's for the old man from rural area. So he gave them the phone. I can see there are no, we don't even screws at the back. Screws are missing. So they checked the phone. They said, you know what, we can't fix this one because the switch button is faulty and we don't have another one for replacement. So let's see what is it on this switch button. That's according to the explanation of the old man. They said the switch button is faulty and we can't find another. But I can hear it clicking, so I don't think it's fault. I don't think so. So where can we start? Let's plug in the charger. Our charger is plugged. We do have the test points which are going to the switch connector. Let's check there for some voltages. Let's check. Whatever we are doing here must be quick because we don't have much time. 0.7, 0.7, 4.16 volts. Okay. Let's plug in let's put the battery back. Let's try a trick here. I'm sure on those 3 test points, I will show you under microscope. I just want to check a few things. I'm sure on those test points, one of the test points is going to the plus of the switch. Our phone is still charging. Let's unplug the charger. Let's go on the first one. We are shorting these pins to ground. Not turning on. The second one, not turning on. The third one, even the third one is not turning on. Okay, one more time. Or the battery is not connected properly. Was I'm sure one of those test points is going straight to the power on button. You can see. So the first pin, I'll show you those test points. The first test point, if you short it to ground, our phone is turning on. But if you press this switch, you see the switch, this one, the first one on top, our phone is not turning on. That's what we have to fix. So what kind of fault is this? But what I want to do, I want to check the voltage. Our phone is still turning on. I want to to check some voltage on the plus of the switch, we must have power there. 0 on the other side, 0 on this one. On this one, 0.78 on volume down, 0.78 volume up, 0.78 on the power on, 0 on the other side, 0. So we do have a problem here. Our voltage is not coming to the plus of the switch. Let me do a trick here. Let's go under microscope. 1 second. I want to do a trick here. Let's take off this switch, because I don't think this switch is dead. Let me go against that and see if that will work, because I don't think that was the right diagnosis to replace. What about fixing? I don't have the switch, but I want to fix it, because if the switch is not coming on, when I press, it's not coming on, because it's not coming on, not because the switch is fault. No, it's not coming on because we don't have voltage. Maybe that track somehow is cutted along the line. So what I would do, those are the 3 test points which I tested. Here we have 1.78, 1.78, 4.16. If I short this to ground, our phone is turning on, but if I press the switch, it's not turning on. So I want to come with a bridge from that point to the plus of the switch. So let's do it. That must be quick, you know. I don't see anything complicated here, so let's try to do it quickly and see if that is going to solve the problem. Let me do it, and then we can check on the screen later. Let me do it under microscope, you know, just to speed the process. Thereafter, okay, and I want to come on the plus. I want to come on the plus of the switch. They said the switch is fault. Let us see whether that is true or not. Let us see. You know, I hate working with the tiny devices. Everything is very small here, but we have to do it. Despite the size, that must not stop us from fixing the device. Let's do it. I'll show you after what I've done here. Okay, I just finished to put my bridge. Let me cut down this wire. Let me cut it down. So what I've done, Where are my test points? Those are my test points. I come with a wire from this test point, the first one, and jump to the plus of the switch. So we are ready to test. Let's put back all together. Let's put our switch back in position and test if that will bring this switch back to life. Let us do it. Let us do it. Let us do it. Our switch is now in position. Let's put everything together. Our old man was about to go back to village with the phone unfixed, and he just come across our shop, our repair shop, and he said, you know what, let me just try to ask here. So I should not disappoint him, you know. He must go back to the village with a fixed device. So should we test, is this battery okay? Let's power on our phone, switch. Look, our phone is now working. Our switch is now responding. We just bring the voltage from the board to the plus of the switch, and the condition for the switch to turn on, we must have a voltage on the plus. In this case, the voltage was there was no voltage on the plus for some reason. So what I've done, I didn't do something big. I just done something simple here. Okay. Paint new. What I've done here, let's draw a simple switch. Our switch, that's how we just want to make it simple. To make it simple, that's the switch. Here is connected to ground. That's our ground. And on the other side, that's the plus. We check, that's the plus, which is meant to work with the voltage. We checked at this point there was no voltage. So what I did, there were 3 test points here, 3. And when I tested at first, this pin, which has voltage, which is meant to go to the plus of the switch, there was 4.16 volts. 16 volts. So I just jump with a wire from this point to here on the plus to bring 4.16 here. And our phone is working fine. You can see it's on. It's an old phone, but it's now working fine. Everything is working fine here. It's 4%. I can turn off the phone. Power on. The battery is too low. but we can turn off the phone and turn it on again. Off. Let's shut down the phone. So that's how things works. This was not a faulty switch, but the voltage which is meant to supply, which is meant to turn on the phone, was missing on the plus of the switch. So just bring the voltage to the plus of the switch, and our same switch is still working. So we can't say here this switch is faulty. So that was the wrong diagnosis from another repair shop. But I'm happy our phone is fixed. Let's turn it on again. On. It's responding, you can see. So I have to go and sleep. It's now late. Just like, subscribe and follow our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.